Hello, my name is CattNaps, and I'm going to be forcing my love of cats upon you guys by showing you this little pixel game called Clangen, brought on by the strong-running book series called Warriors. This game was originally created by Just Some Cat on Tumblr and further progressed by SableSteel on itch.io. This simulation game follows a clan throughout the moons of their life, showing you major events within the clan such as deaths, spurts, and rank ups. This is going to be a bit of a short first video, a pilot if you will, but we'll cap it around 20 moons or so. It should give us plenty of time to see what all this game can give us. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna make a new clan and... oh god, come up with a name. This is an important process, alright? So give me a second, let me think of something. My brain is telling me nothing. It's telling me nothing. So, you know what? Let's go with Void for my lack of brain cells. And it takes us to this. This is the creation screen. So it gives you 12 randomized cats. And you can go through and see. Let's see. Honeybeam would turn into Honeystar. He is male, he is a senior adult, and he is faithful. So this is their little personality trait here. And you can go through all of the different warriors. Unfortunately, you can't make apprentices or kits leaders, but that's okay. I don't think we need to bother with that. They're a bit too young, not as experienced. So let's see who we got. We have Honey with faithful. And I'm not quite paying attention as much to age or gender, mostly this little personality trait. But we've got Green Star. Loving is a good personality trait. Lark with nervous. Not quite what you want in a leader, so maybe we don't go with Lark. Green Star is playful. Who doesn't want a playful leader? Not so much, actually. It would maybe get in the way of some things. Strange leader, also not quite it. Rat Star is shameless, also not the most fantastic of personality traits for a leader. How about Owl Star? Empathetic, that's pretty nice. But I think in the end, we're gonna go with Honey Star. I don't know, he just screams at me. He's pretty. I like him because he's pretty. Now we move on to Medicine Cat, which we can actually choose Holly Paw, who is loving. That's good for a medicine cat. You want a loving medicine cat, right? We still cannot choose any of the kits, but you know what? That's also fine. They can grow up and they can become apprentices for medicine in their own time. But I kind of want Owl Wish to become our next medicine cat. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make Owl Wish our medicine cat. And now we can recruit 4 to 7 more members of our clan. So now we're gonna pay attention to age a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and snag all of the babies. And we can choose, what, 3 more? How about you? You're a senior. Senior. You're a regular adult, senior, and you're an elder. So we're gonna go with you two, because you're just regular adults. And, I like Creekstorm. We're gonna go with Creekstorm. And as you can see, we can no longer choose another one. But we'll go ahead and click done. Clan has been created and saved. Fantastic. Ooh, look at this. Now you can see everything. You can see the medicine den has Owl Wish in it, who is feeling annoyed with Star Clan. That's a little not fantastic. We want to be on good terms with Star Clan. Alright, sorry about that. A slight little emergency came up, so you're gonna have a weird jump cut in the video. But where we left off, which was only a few seconds for you, we have Owl Wish, annoyed with StarClan. Honeystar is feeling down. I wonder if it's because StarClan is fighting with the clan. But, you know, I like to make a little story from, like, the clans that I've come across so far. So we should actually make, like, an origin story. How did Voidclan come to be? Maybe we'll take their... Because this is Moon Zero, and it's showing you the events from the game that I was playing before, so ignore that. Let's take how they feel this moon and try to make an origin story of it. So our medicine cat is annoyed with StarClan, so maybe StarClan exiled them from a different clan, and Honeystar is feeling down. You know, he was gotten rid of, and so it would make sense. Green Whisker doesn't seem to trust Low-Kit, is bothering the older warriors. Maybe that's what got her kicked out. Maybe she's related to Green Whisker. They do look kind of similar. So, you know, could be. How about Creekstorm has been acting suspiciously. Rat Patch is curious about other clans, probably because Rat Patch got kicked out of her clan. Let's see, Hollypaw is feeling lonely because he got kicked out. Feeling lonely. Feeling down. Okay, so here's what our origin story is going to be. There were 2 other clans, and a prophecy came up that showed the medicine cats nothing but a strange void, and it had like eyes glowing in the dark. And so they interpreted this as a bad thing. And so as signs came up in the waking world, like dripping honey maybe, they kicked out Honeybeam, who became Honeystar. And maybe Creekstorm, maybe the creek flooded a little bit, and they were like, Creekstorm, you gotta go. I don't know about Green Whisker. Maybe there was a rat situation, a dead rat, maybe... an owl pellet. Maybe a random patch of, like, maybe a tree was, that was thriving in green turned dead, and they were like, Green Whisker. Definitely Green Whisker. We also have Green Kit. How would they, I don't know, maybe they kicked out, like, the kits that were associated with them. Like, Green Kit and Low Kit might be related to Green Whisker, and so they were like, nah, get rid of them. Just be gone. And maybe Tawny Kit, Hollypaw, and maybe Creekstorm? Or Rat Patch. I'm gonna say Creekstorm. Maybe Creekstorm is like their grandma. And so they got kicked out alongside Creekstorm. And so she brought them over, and Green Whisker brought her kits over, and all of them kind of converged at the border, and they were like, oh, you guys got kicked out? How about we just go off and create our own clan? And so they went off, they trekked their way over, and they made their home in this little, how about we say, a valley of sorts. A little tiny valley, kind of like a gorge, maybe? And they started setting up dens and stuff, so we'll say that is our origin story. Our origin story is that they got kicked out, and now they're over here. Which, I mean, it's not too much of it's not a very original story, but it is the easiest and the most simple to figure out. Who knows, maybe if this does continue, we'll add on details or something. Let's look in StarClan. We've got Lowpaw. Oh. Yeah, something that does occur, when you create a new clan and you go into StarClan and you click on your little guide, it's supposed to be a guide to StarClan, and they're like, hey, so glad to see that you're a new clan. we're gonna give you a guide. Unfortunately, it also turns out that that guide breaks the game the very first time you click on them. Which, you know, fantastic, but whatever, it's not something to worry about too much. Alright, and we're back. For you guys, it will have only taken us seconds, but that's alright. So, if we go back into StarClan, the second time it loads in, it should be okay. Yeah, there we go. Alright, this is Sneeze Splash. Maybe the only StarClan warrior that was like, hey guys, maybe this prophecy isn't a terrible thing, and maybe we shouldn't be kicking out cats. And in doing so, has become the guide, because he's been kicked out of StarClan, kind of. Let's see, he was a young adult, and he had a strong connection to StarClan. I wonder why. But he was only 28 when he died. But he'll stay here. He won't show up in our little clan clearing. But he will be there. He will guide our dead cats to StarClan and be there as like our council or something. It's going to show up with different little prompts now. But we already made our origin story, so we're not going to worry about that. And now, bam! Tawny Paw. Let's see, alright. Tawny Paw. Caught the smell of a fox earlier. Good for you. Also faithful, that's very good. So maybe he is it a he? Yeah. Maybe he is Honeystar's apprentice, or where's our medicine cat? Owlwish. He is a senior adult, so maybe he would want an apprentice like as soon as possible. So you're loving and you are faithful. So maybe we'll go with Hollypaw instead. And it turns out that Hollypaw's a good fighter, so not quite the medicine way, but good enough, you know? Alright, let's see. And we're only going to go through a few cats, like looking at their feelings and stuff, but we can also make a story out of that. Is curious about Owlwish. Maybe they were good friends back in the day before they were kicked out, and maybe Owlwish didn't leave because of a sign. Maybe he was like, dude, you're gonna kick out my best friend, I'm gonna leave with him then. And he was like the medicine apprentice at the time or something. Or maybe just an elderly medicine cat. Who knows? Let's see, Owlwish doesn't want to talk to Rat Patch. What did Rat Patch do? Oh, maybe Rat Patch wants to go back to her old clan. And Owlwish is like, I don't know why you would want to do that. Because they kicked you out. They don't want you. And Rat Patch is like, maybe they do. What if they're just wrong? But, you know, whatever. Green Whisker caught a rabbit. Good for him. Creekstorm doesn't want to talk to Lokit. And Lokit is once again bothering the older warriors. No wonder Creekstorm doesn't want to talk to you. And we looked at everyone else. Might as well look at Greenkit. Looking forward to today. Good job, buddy. So, something else that we can do now that we're on Moon 1 is we can patrol. So how about we take Honeystar? And this time, their trait and their skill matters a whole lot in gaining experience and influencing the outcome of a patrol. So we're going to take Honeystar, and we're going to take his apprentice, Tawny Paw, and we'll take one more. How about, you're a great teacher, so Green Whisker will come with. Patrol crosses a thunder path. Do we cross it? So here's the thing, is that if we don't proceed, we don't get any experience and we don't get any results. But if we do cross it, we either gain a ton of experience or one of our warriors becomes paralyzed. So let's see. Yep, okay. Not quite what we wanted at all, actually. So where is Honeystar? Where is Honeystar? Just gone. Honeystar's gone. he's there in spirit. But this does bring up a good point. Honeybeam now, I guess. Let's see. So we're gonna continue calling him Honeystar, because maybe he lost a life, but doesn't mean that he just automatically stops becoming a leader. Or maybe he didn't get his lives, and because of the paralysis, he was like, maybe I'm not set up to become leader, someone else do it. So let's see, Rat Patch is shameless, Green Whisker is loving. So how about we'll promote you to deputy, Green Whisker, and maybe next time you'll become leader. Because, he's missing a leg. It's gotta be one of the back ones that we can't see then. Alright. Yeah, because you can't see this one normally. Well, we did that patrol, and we could go on another with just these two, but I don't want to risk them. So let's save. I always click it like 5 times before I continue. Let's see. Greenpaw! Good for Greenpaw. Let's see. Is listening to Green Whisker studiously. So maybe Greenpaw is Green Whisker's apprentice. And I guess since Honeystar is paralyzed, it would mean that Tawnypaw would go to someone else. So how about we give Tawnypaw to Rat Patch? And so if we go to patrol, and you can't like officially assign them a mentor, but you know, in spirit. So let's see, Greenpaw and Green Whisker. And how about we shove all 4 of them into a patrol? A loner who's interested in joining. Oh, but they decide not to anyway. That's okay. We don't need another person yet. But maybe there's love in the air, and maybe Green Whisker and maybe Green Whisker and Owl Wish are getting along, and they're getting along fantastically since Honeybeam Honeybeam, I guess, would be paralyzed. Green Whiskers, the deputy, has been talking to Owl Wish a lot about, like, hey, I'm nervous about my job, or, like, hey, what's going to happen to Honeystar, and maybe they become mates. Oh, doesn't seem to trust Greenpaw. What do you do, Greenpaw? Or maybe Greenpaw as a kid was, like, super rebellious and didn't listen to the thing Green Whisker said, but then when she was assigned to Green Whisker, she suddenly started listening to everything she said, and then Green Whisker is like, you've never done that before, so I don't trust you anymore, but oh well. And Owl Wish is feeling sassy. Creekstorm has been acting suspiciously, has been doing that since Moon 1, actually. Doesn't want to talk to Honeybeam, is sending moss beams flying, moss balls, moss beams. Hollypaw was asked to help with the elders. Well, the only one we have right now is Honeybeam Star. How about Lokit? Has been performing poorly. That's okay, you're a baby. So we did our patrol. We looked at everyone here. 1, 2, 3. Cool, and events. Bam! Aww! That's cute. Let's see, Tawnypaw and Greenpaw. Maybe they're talking about love, because maybe Greenpaw has a crush on Tawnypaw. A big possibility, but we'll see in the future. For now, Greenpaw is pouncing on Owl Wish, and Owl Wish is once more feeling annoyed at StarClan. Maybe Sneeze Splash keeps trying to convince him that there's something going on, and he's like, nah, I'm good. Let's see, Rat Patch has been performing poorly. Lokit is bothering the older warriors. Creekstorm is keeping an eye on Honeybeam, because Honeybeam has been acting suspiciously. Maybe he's been sneaking out of camp because he misses the old warrior ways. and Hollypaw has been listening to StarClan's messages carefully. So, just because they're not getting through to Owlwish doesn't mean that Hollypaw won't listen. But let's see. Let's take our apprentices out. Right, because Honeystar, we said, I think Ratpatch was going to take Tawnypaw. So, let's see. Oh, they're doubting Green Whisker's ability as a clan deputy. So maybe Ratpatch was a little bit jealous. And it crashed. That's never happened to me during a patrol, actually. That's okay. I will pause and get back to you guys in a second. Alright, and we're back, and it seems that Honeystar is still Honeystar, so no longer considered, quote-unquote, an elder, and has been spending time with Tawnypaw, so maybe, even though he's missing a leg, like he needed a moon to recover, and so Ratpatch was temporarily given Tawnypaw, but maybe now they're back at it, in a patrol that won't crash the game. Let's see. Honeystar and Green Whisker comes across the scent of a hare. Will they catch it? No. No, they will not. But that's okay. They don't need to. So we're not going to go back through the list of feelings because they'll have changed, obviously. We've done our patrol. Let's go ahead and skip. And now it's Greenleaf. Spring, for those that don't know. Let's see, Honeystar is curious about the other clans, maybe trying to come up with a diplomatic solution to why they hate Voidclan so much. And Owlwish is feeling down. How is Hollypaw? Has been acting angsty, so maybe StarClan is being stubborn in their ways. Creekstorm is feeling lazy, and Ratpatch is curious about other clans. And Green Whisker is feeling happy. Good for you. I think that we're going to make them mates. Maybe, like, she hasn't gone on patrol in a really long time. And so she's been staying at camp and taking care of Honeystar while Owlwish is training his apprentice, and Green Whisker is busy, so maybe they just get along. Because they're both, you're 117, you're 108. So, you know, maybe they just get along, and that's okay. Let's see, alright, give us the apprentices again. And Honeystar and Green Whisker. No, this time we are not going to cross it, because last time Honeystar lost a leg. And I do think this video is getting kind of long, and I did say this is going to be a short video. So maybe we'll cap it at 5 moons instead. I know, 20 was way too ambitious. So this is a good starting point, though. This means that we can gauge how far we can go within a single video. So we did that, we did our patrol. Let's save then, and go. Lowpaw has started their apprenticeship. Alright, let's go ahead and check you out. Feeling amused with Greenpaw. So, feeling amused with your sister, and she's feeling lazy. So maybe Lowpaw is really active and is like, hey, I want to go explore outside of camp. Will you come with me? And Greenpaw, who's been an apprentice for, what, 2 moons now, is like, ah, man, I'm feeling kind of lazy. I don't want to do that. Maybe she wants to hang out with Tawnypaw, who's been performing poorly. And let's see about Hollypaw is bothering the older warriors. Good for Hollypaw. Honeystar has been worrying about clan relations. Maybe the diplomacy did not go well. Maybe they were like, ah, no, we could never get along with prophecy cats or something like that. How about your mate? Wants to spend more time with Tawnypaw. So maybe they are getting a bit of a bond as a mentor and apprentice. And Creekstorm, as Honeystar's mate, would be like, hey, maybe I want to get to know the apprentice that's been spending so much time with my mate. But otherwise, let's see. Rat Patch is feeling happy. Green Whisker is looking forward to today. And I think that's all of them. So have we? Yeah, we looked at Honeystar. Let's go through our patrol. And this time we're going to go with individuals. So Green Paw and Green Whisker will go together. The hunting is good this Greenleaf, and a patrol finds a nice spot to sun themselves. Unfortunately, the patrol doesn't get much accomplished beyond that. That's fine. Like, maybe they just need a little bit of a break, and that's okay. Let's see, Tawny Paw and Honeystar. One of the other cats on patrol wants to talk to Tawny Paw about StarClan. There's only one other cat. Alright, they had a nice conversation. Good for them. And the last one, we're going to go with Lowpaw and Rat Patch. Ooh, they catch the scent of a large dog. Considering the fact that death is an unfortunate consequence of some of these patrols, maybe we don't go for it. Because it could lead to Lowpaw dying, like, as soon as she has become an apprentice. So we did that, we looked at feelings. No one is in StarClan yet. Sneeze is so lonely. And Moon 5, nothing has happened. For the first few moons, like, as your population gets, like, acclimated, you won't really have very much happening other than, like, with the patrols and making your own story with the feelings. You're not going to get very much. But once, like, maybe a loner joins, or once these cats maybe have kids, it'll definitely turn out a lot differently. Like, as soon as you get the ball rolling, as soon as this first page kind of fills out, like, maybe even halfway, like, to this point, you would fill in cats. So what, 6 more cats? Then you would get, like, events every moon or so, and you could make a story with that. But let's go ahead and look at feelings. Honeystar is proud of the clan, and Green Whisker is feeling lazy. And let's see, who's our medicine cat? Owlwish has been having weird dreams. Wow, I wonder why. Could it be that I forced a prophecy on you guys? Maybe. And then Hollypaw is feeling annoyed with StarClan. Maybe Hollypaw isn't getting any messages, but his mentor has been. And Hollypaw's like, gosh, why won't they talk to me, a lowly apprentice, who is actually going to become a full medicine cat next moon, but we're not going to tell him that. Alright, let's see. Creekstorm is looking forward to today, and Rat Patch is curious about Creekstorm. Good for Rat Patch. Tawnypaw is feeling sassy, and Lowpaw has been acting angsty, and Greenpaw doesn't seem to trust Sneeze Splash. So maybe Greenpaw got a message from Sneeze Splash from StarClan, and Hollypaw is being jealous because, like, Hollypaw is the medicine apprentice. How dare Greenpaw get a message, but not Hollypaw? But we're not going to pay too much attention to that. We're going to pay attention to our patrol with Honeystar and Tawnypaw. Comes across a thunder path. Maybe Honeystar is a little bit way hesitant to go across, and so they decide not to. You know, gotta teach them young that the mistakes of life should be passed on. And so Green Paw and Green Whisker start the patrol. Hunting is good. Patrol finds a nice spot, and they don't get much accomplished. Good for them. And the last one. There we go. A loner who's interested in joining. Let's see. Not quite. They don't want to. Oh well, next time, possibly. But that is our 5 moons, which means that I'm going to go ahead and end the little episode here. It turned out a lot longer than I was planning to for a quote-unquote pilot episode. But, you know, I mainly made this little video because we at the Discord server, the Discord channel within a larger server, have been raving about this game since I think last year or so. So it's nice to be able to maybe spread the word about it. So, you know, if you want to copy the link and give my janky video to someone else, not only would it help me, but it would help spread the word. So, I don't know. But go ahead and pet a cat, take a nap, and I'll talk to you guys later.